young guy because I don't know, and I won't ask you your age, so that's not fair. But nonetheless, a gentleman who's grew up right here in the Valley area, Aaron Robinson. He's got a book out right now called "Not Going Unnoticed: The Aaron Robinson Story." Welcome in this afternoon.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it.
It's great to have you here, and we were talking off the air a little bit.
Yes.
Just a little bit about. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where how long you've been in the area. Like you pretty much grew up in Pembroke Township, and that was pretty much home to you, right?
Yes, absolutely. I grew up in Pembroke. Went to school, KCC, and graduated from Columbia College Chicago. I'm a professional graphic designer. I also work with Still I Rise. I'm the operation manager, and I'm a publisher also, which I've been involved in almost 20 years. And I released my book, Not Going Unnoticed, in October.
Well, what's your book about? Oh, it's an autobiography, so it's about your life. What was your inspiration to write this and to share your life story?
Oh, wow. I was in school, and I was just on a road trip going to New York with one of my friends, and I was telling him my life story of coming from poverty. Parents were sharecroppers who moved to Chicago from Arkansas to Pembroke, and just the poverty-stricken area that we lived in, not sufficient running water, electricity, mental ill sister out of 8 of us, and a mentally ill uncle. We all stayed in the same house, 11 of us. And my mother did the best that she can, and bless her soul, and my father, who passed away last year, 14 days apart. So that was really the motivation.
You lost both your parents like that really close.
Yeah, that close. So I had worked on my mother's book, and I was like, you know what? I want to tell her story, tell our family story for the most part. But it's still my story, but I just wanted to get that message out to keep the legacy alive.
Well, that's quite the inspiring story for you to write about yourself. Did you find it a challenge to share your life story and put it into book form?
Yes, it was a challenge. Almost 20 years of work. It's the first out of a 3-part autobiography. I worked on it for like years here, then life happens, and I got back to it, and I really wanted to get back into it like 2 years ago, and finally finished it. Actually this year, and published it.
So it's a 3-part. Is this part 1 that we're looking at right now?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
What's the progress so far on 2 and 3?
They basically done, just a little editing. I'm just getting a great momentum from this book, so I want to ride that wave and keep the energy going as far as promoting it, and this has been a success. First day, Amazon bestseller.
Real well, congratulations on that. I did look you up and found you on Amazon. Read a little sample. I think it's pretty fascinating to read a little bit about you. And before you got here, I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of check a little bit of it out. Yes. Now, when you wrote it, when you were writing it, was it hard to look back on your life? And
sometimes it could take you back to a mental place or a state. But I learned within my professional how to separate it. Of course, it's my life. I just moved toward the future. This is the past. I know a lot of things happen, but I don't live in the past. I continue to move forward in the future.
Mm-hmm. And now, listeners that might be out there right now thinking, I want to check this guy out, or maybe, well, I'm sure people that know you probably are getting a hold of it anyway, but maybe somebody's interested and want to get your book. How can they do that?
Foremost, Amazon, and locally, you can go to Rebel Rose Books, Kankakee County Museum, and also 5 Star Wings. So that's locally you can get it. But if you go to Amazon, that'll continue to keep me at a number 1 or number 4, I should say, bestseller.
Nice. Hey, first time out. That's setting the bar pretty high here,
Yes, it is.
Let me ask you. Here's another fun question. Do you ever get on Amazon to see how many copies are selling, just out of curiosity?
You know what? The first month I didn't. I just had a lot of people contacted me, and they was purchasing the book. And then I was like, let me go and peek and see what's going on. But actually, I don't go on there.
Stay off.
Yeah, I kind of stay off.
It's probably pretty tempting, though, to want
to
check it out, right? Is there anybody you want to give a little shout out to?
Just my family. My wife is here in the studio.
I was going to say, you better recognize your wife. We're waving. She's videoing us right now, so we're all waving at her. We make sure we know that she's here, because you can get yourself in. Sleeping on the couch if you're not careful, right?
and I'm almost finishing on my book tour. I'll be at the Kankakee Public Library tomorrow from 4 to 6. We just finished up about 4 stops and have some more, and there's going to be some exciting more
Well,
things going on.
that is fantastic, Aaron. I mean, just getting a chance to know you a little bit today and talk to you and your wife's like, you're a pretty good guy. You seem like you've worked very hard to get where you are, and you should be proud, and I'm sure your family is too.
Yes,
so.
absolutely. Thank you.
Not going unnoticed. It's the Aaron Robinson story. Aaron Robinson, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Nice to have you and your wife along. It's 3:32 right now. We'll get your weather forecast on the way here in just a little bit.